Welcome back to another dumb episode of Belonging Songs, the weekly podcast that brings you a brand new original song each episode, then talks about the themes of that song and the processes that went into writing and recording it. I am your host, Wade Dana. With me, as always, my good friends, Patrick Crane.
We're here. Might as well do it.
Brad Maurer.
It's going to be a great day, guys.
This is a dumb episode. It smells funny.
What do we call it? It's stupid smells.
I'm joking. This song is called Dumb Aroma, which is why I laid the dumb jokes out there.
Let's redo that intro.
Wasn't that funny?
No.
This week's song is by Brad. Brad, tell us a little bit about this. This is an old song, right?
It's a very old song. I kind of shit the bed. I had prepared to come with another song, but it just didn't get to the point where I wanted to present it to you guys. It's not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, don't want to leave a hole in the schedule because you obviously don't have anything. So I dug back, and this song was probably...
So you're not doing shit.
Yeah, since you're over here, just that wasn't an implied. God, you know, I don't. Obviously, you have nothing other than what you bring to the table.
You're lucky we're here. You know that? Do you know how fucking lucky you are that we come week after week, share our shit with you?
You want me to go start the car?
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting out of here. Sorry. Not intended for it to be an insult. So anyway, this song is, I want to say I wrote it the summer after I graduated high school on a Tascam 4-track recorder
Okay, nice.
cassette tape. Okay. My sister's ex-boyfriend sold me this Tascam 4-track.
Get a good deal?
Like $50, and it came with like 10 90-minute tapes.
Those things are worth
metal?
like $400 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal tape?
Max L. It was a Max L.
Chrome?
Yeah, chrome.
I don't know. I don't know the details. I can't work a computer now. I couldn't work tapes then. So that's how that shit works. Okay. So I had that, and then he also gave me the DR5 drum machine, which is present on this song.
Brad Maurer staples.
These are the staples that go
Built
way
the
back.
Uzi Royal sound.
Yep, this is the original Uzi Royal sound, and I was getting pretty decent at this time at bouncing tracks on the 4-track a little bit. So there's probably eight or nine tracks, but it's pretty clean. I just slapped it in there. And the reason I picked this one is it seems to be one that people have responded to over time.
Okay.
That, you know, hey, whatever happened to that song, like family members and people that have heard it. So
Because this is done on the 4-track, you planning a full re-record?
yeah, I kind of thought it would be a fun experiment with myself to not try to duplicate it, but treat it for what it was at the time and make it a demo and see what I can turn it into with your guys' ideas as a, 38-year-old man that, boy, that has lived a life.
Right.
And
Do you
remember specifically exactly
Your headspace at
to
that time?
the day and what it's about specifically and all of it. So
is this one of those songs where you're sitting at home noodling on your guitar and it will pop up periodically, or have you not looked at this for a while?
No, it's in my conscious space. This morning, kind of relearned how to play it a little bit, but it's pretty simple, but it's there. It's in the rotation,
All right.
like I have all these burned down, and every once in a while I'll put them on just to see if anything still resonates with me, and this one usually resonates with me. So I thought it would be an interesting experiment to try to re-record it and put different drums on it now that we have all these different tools and play it live. I'm actually surprised we never played it live when we did the Lund stuff.
I'm actually surprised you could find it.
Right.
When I burn them to MP3,
Those on a physical
those
tape.
things are alive, yeah. Because I have, they're on 15 different things. They're in a book of discs. I've got them everywhere. But the hard drive, the tape, I actually still have the tape.
Nice.
I do still have the
You know what
tape.
you should do with that? Let's take a picture of it and we'll put it online.
I will. So I have, because all
For
the
the
tapes
kids.
are in a closet downstairs. I mean, I have like 20 of them, from the boombox days all the way through.
I've got an old
all of
Pabst
these.
Blue Ribbon beer
Yeah.
box full of tapes
Tapes.
with all of our old demos and
Yeah,
stuff on them.
and like practice session recordings
Yep.
and all that stuff. And so like I could handle physical things, It's when they go to a place where they're in files and they're off, and computers can move them around, and then
computer land.
Yeah, and then things can just once things stop spinning, you can't fucking get it anymore. That's where I
can't wind it with a pencil.
Yeah, that's where I struggle.
Right.
Yeah, if I can wind it with a pencil and fix it, I'm gold.
All right.
Well, this sounds super dumb.
Yeah, so you guys will hate it. So I'll just
Dumb aroma. Stupid smells.
you'll notice
AKA.
I sound young on it.
Okay,
which is
this
kind of
interesting.
You
interesting.
still look young. You're looking good for 38.
Do I?
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to
You
get
exfoliate?
a little wrinkly. I wash my face.
That's not the same as
With soap?
exfoliation.
I don't put a mask on. Right?
All right, here we go. Get some of that tape sound.
Maybe I'll just come back tomorrow. Perhaps I'll be much smarter. In a way, my hours are all useless. It can't get much harder. Instead, I walk around with a dumb aroma, with a sign on my back that says, "Save my sorry ass." I can't shake this dumb aroma. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. Nothing, nothing. Keep me up now. Nothing, nothing. Keep me up now. Maybe I'll stop right now while the aroma isn't so strong. I'll just throw in the towel. I won't tell you what I'll do, but instead I walk around with a dumb aroma and a sign on my back that says, "Save my sorry ass." I can't shake this fucking dumb aroma. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. I just want to tell you I'm not you. I just need to tell you I'm okay. Nothing, nothing. Keep me up now. Nothing, nothing. Get me up now.
Who's bad?
That's some angst.
That is 20-year-old
Some
angst that you'll
teenage angst.
You'll never be able to recapture that.
I can't.
I can almost hear the new approach, though. This is definitely vintage Brad song, but I can almost already hear what you're going to do with it.
That's where I landed on it.
And
I
I'm
was like, I wonder
interested.
if that's actually how it's going to end up sounding.
I'm going to say something that might surprise you. I like the drums.
Yeah.
Like
That little-
I actually really like them for this song.
All Brad's old songs have that drum machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? The DR8?
DR5.
DR5.
Yep.
It just works. It speaks to the age that you are. I think it speaks to the age of music
At the time.
Yeah. I feel stupid for saying that, but I love the
it's not
drums in this song.
stupid.
Yeah.
The crazy.
It's dumb.
It
Not
is.
stupid.
It's probably still programmed. I guaranteed
Yeah.
still in the thing. So I could probably find it. Like there was like 250 settings where you could program them.
It does. It has like that late 80s pop vibe. It sounds like the drums in Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall ever hearing this, which is
Yeah,
really strange
that is
because
strange.
I've
Heard
usually
most.
the person who listens to all your music
Yeah, the one.
and has it backed up for you somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this is all unbackupable.
yeah.
Right? So
You can if you dub it.
there was like a whole quote unquote album of songs that you probably haven't heard because I probably never let you hear
Right.
them. That were all this
Thanks.
song was on them.
Thanks a lot.
Well, maybe I'll give them to you, and then you can tell me if we can pull another one out. But a couple of them, there's no way to really recreate them because it was kind of like the way everything came together, and you would never capture it again. But I think this one has pretty straightforward bones.
Yeah. I mean, it's structured totally fine.
Yeah,
The end does the really long outro thing. I don't know if
kind of something I've been doing for 20 years.
Yeah.
I guess.
I wrote doesn't need the outro.
right. Yeah,
But then at the very end of the fade out, the guitar starts doing something interesting, and I'm like, wait, what is that?
Come back.
Yeah, like
that's what I wanted
Wanna
you to
hear-
hear.
what's that?
I don't know what I was thinking
Right.
when I did that. It was probably just time to go.
I feel like
You know,
maybe
it's like-
you gave up. You're like, oh, that's good enough, and could have written more at the end.
Might have ran out of tape. I don't know.
Right? Yeah,
Like, it
maybe.
just- I
You were
don't.
probably recording over a hit.
Yeah, I probably did.
So, what's your plan for approaching this?
I was gonna ask you about,
Especially hearing that Patrick loves the drums.
well, I was gonna ask you about the drums, and I actually like the drums in this song too. So I was gonna,
I think you should use them and also add to them.
I was gonna try to see if I could recreate them, you know, with what we use now, a different kit and things. See if I could recreate the vibe. If I,
It might be fun to even do a breakdown where it goes to that.
yeah, if I,
Right.
if I
the old
can't,
style.
I'll find them on the machine. If they're probably on there, I'll see if I can find them and then just import them and pull it up and record the song that way. You're probably not going to have that angsty feel,
Right.
you know, when I get done now.
Especially
just because
this
of
part
the-
right here. The I just want to tell you I'm through.
I don't
like
know.
down here.
That's a
Like,
filler
where
part.
It gets really
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like your jaw is wired shut. You're so
Right.
teenage angry.
I don't know what and honestly, I might do something different-ish there. I don't even know.
I think you
Brad.
should.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad. What were you upset about?
Right.
Well, back then, you know, I was probably 19,
Yeah. Did
20.
you get a grade on a paper? You didn't.
No, I was done writing papers by the time I was 19. I was in construction, so
Already
I
at
was
work.
it's songs about being an apprentice.
Kid
you
was
know,
already
like,
a homeowner at that point.
I was,
Yeah.
but a dumb aroma, like I see it with kids now. I have a completely different role at work, but like the kids that come in that do this job, you come in, you're already, it's like you smell dumb because there's no other way. They know you're dumb, but it's just because you're green and you're new
Yeah.
and they're going to treat you a certain way
Right.
just because of that fact. And it has nothing to do with what's in your head,
Right.
you know? So like, I was constantly having to prove myself. This was a day where I was like, fuck it, I don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, it doesn't matter how good I am, I'm still going to walk around smelling dumb.
And now look who's king of spreadsheets.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but so that's exactly what it's about. It was just a terrible day when you're like young and learning how to do
I mean,
things at
it
work.
definitely comes through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, totally.
I probably wrote it the night I was pissed.
So
off.
here's an interesting angle to take when re-recording it. That's
Drop
great.
a can.
What kind?
LaCroix.
What
What
flavor?
Oh, fuck.
Was it a mango?
That was mango. Yeah, I killed a mango earlier.
Mango's pretty good.
Mango's pretty good. Real good.
Top 5 flavor.
I'm working on a key lime right now.
Key lime's even better.
Number one.
It's yeah,
What were you saying, though?
concur.
Hashtag key lime.
So LA Crux. an interesting thing you could do when reapproaching this is to rewrite it from your current perspective.
That's kind of what I was going to
Like,
do. And
you're now the boss.
yeah,
Like,
and yeah,
you could almost have two sister songs here.
right. The inflection would be different, and I think the dumb aroma now would be me being in the position I am being.
Dealing with.
Well, it's the same, but no, not backwards going forward. I'm still only 38, right?
Yeah.
And that's young for where I'm at now, doing other things, and so it's kind of it's the same. I'm 38, but in this other world, I'm a kid still.
You're right.
So
yeah, everybody still.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I was like, well, maybe that would be an interesting juxtaposition because I'm not going to write it angrily. It's going to be more sneakily, like I know.
So do you think you'll be changing any lyrics, or you want to keep them the same?
I don't think so. Well, I think that you're going to have to wait and see because I don't know.
Okay.
You know,
I have a couple suggestions.
I'm going to go with my gut on it. You know,
about just lyrics, especially just this one instance of aroma there. I think it gets a little redundant there. I think that could be changed to
Smell
or something. Yeah, because you're using so many instances of that.
I got you.
In the other parts.
Get to the thesaurus on that one.
I think that,
see what's going
Roger.
Yeah.
even this other tagline, it's like a new color. That's what I am. I think
and
the second time you could use a different analogy or something. Yeah. Those are the only two notes I had on lyrics.
Those are good because I was really lazy back then, like I am now. When it comes to lyrics, I mean, most of the song is repeated lyrics. I think it would be
more effective to use a different word other than aroma there.
I do agree. And same thing with the brand new color.
But I'm really interested to see where you take this and how you approach it.
I just love the punch of nostalgia that this song
Oh, totally.
It's a totally nostalgic song.
Patrick, I don't know how familiar you are with Brad's. He's got like hundreds of songs like this with that same drum thing and that his Strat guitar.
I'll have to give you a disc.
And they're really, really good.
Yeah.
And he's got a mountain of them. I remember spending days
because when I first
working where I just listened to Brad.
When I first met Wade, I think I gave you like 7 discs or something, and they all were.
They just keep coming, and then
they were full.
Now he's like, "Oh, I've got another one that I never let you hear." Like, what?
Yeah, because I was like,
like
"Oh, here,"
the
like
Brad
because I tried to make them all in like mini albums, you know,
right?
And there's probably
and they're long.
There's
too.
probably 7 of them, and like 15 songs is nothing. Like it's 15, 20. Like that's all I did. I would just write music when I got home.
Yeah, and there's some really good stuff on there.
Maybe that would be interesting because
must be nice.
What?
You know what I did this morning? Got a line of lyrics done.
Yeah, I'll give you those, and then they might inspire you to do something, or at the very least,
might inspire you to do something with your life.
At the very least, you're gonna go, hey, this song's pretty decent. You should make that again. Make that better.
Another line of podcasting, son. Maybe this isn't for you.
It's not what I meant.
My dumb aroma.
It's not what I meant. Yeah, maybe if we make you really sad, your music will get good.
Right.
That's what happened to me. Every time I have a bad day, like I seem to write a decent song.
Buddy.
No.
You want to talk about it?
That sounded arrogant. I didn't want to sound that way.
This is. You said you were working with 8 tracks, so you 4, and then you bounce them down.
Yeah.
Probably not even 8 because you got to bounce the 4 down to 2.
I had the like you can hear like there's a little octave guitar coming in. Obviously there was no bass. I didn't own one. Mm-hmm. So
just the drums on one track and the rest guitar.
There was the drums,
vocals.
guitars, and I sounded like one vocal. Yeah. So there might have been 5. I might have had to bounce down 2 to 1 and then put one more on.
It will be awesome to hear that layer of bass.
Have you considered getting that tape machine out and maybe record some tracks with that? Or record the song again on that?
I could. I think I want to do it like I would now and just see.
Might be cool to record the song like you do normally in Pro Tools and then
put it on a tape,
bounce it through the tape machine so you get that
tape feel.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just an idea. You might want to get away from that, but
then record with a microphone to a boombox.
Yeah,
playing the tape.
I could use. I mean, you notice like the vocals are kind of distorted. It's that shitty microphone again. So I could. All of the old stuff has that. So. Yeah. I might have wanted to be like in the Strokes or something.
You're gonna need a megaphone.
Yeah, I had a shitty microphone.
They were not working around at that point.
I mean, not yet.
I don't think so.
They were around in like early O's. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 2.
But it would also be really cool to hear just a nice brand
That's
new
kind of what I
polished
want to
version-
do.
version of
It,
this.
like I said, maybe from my perspective now,
Mhm.
singing about the same thing but different.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's a cool idea.
This is a neat song. It's neat to hear something this old.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to bring it in. I was like, it's almost probably literally almost 20 years old, which is pretty neat. 'Cause
You were 20. Now it's 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Be cool to hear a song from the song's perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
We can edit that out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rewind the tape.
Okay, well, anything else anybody wants to
No,
say about
to
this
be
before-
continued on this guy. Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, we'll check back in with this right after this. Set course.
To the future!
Now we're here in the
so mad.
future.
Yep. This new version, not to throw a disclaimer,
Total re-record.
total re-record,
From
not
scratch.
not done, a little rushed, I would say, just because I didn't have a lot of time to work on it.
Rest in peace, Neil Peart.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a good dad joke, Pop.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Pop. Little rushed, didn't like really thoroughly think everything out, but I think I got where I want to go with it, but it's still open to interpretation. And
Why are we listening to it then?
it's
Yeah.
ready.
It's ready.
It's ready for that.
Feedback.
It's
Okay.
ready for that. Yes.
What's ironic is you probably have a lot more to be upset with society now than you did 20 years ago.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's just a different perspective. Kind of. I explained that in the episode, but
So you approached this song differently than
a little bit. But I mean, mainly it was
You
just more about getting it out of the 4-track recorder zone
Mm-hmm.
and getting it into full bed depth. You know, filling it out.
Don't tell me what this song is about.
But let's give it a whirl.
Jesus.
Well, no, that was
Like you know.
that was a textural thing. It's still about the same shit. I still stink and I'm stupid. Okay? It's all there.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Okay, here we go. New version. Oh, wait. Dumb Aroma 2020.
Maybe I'll just come back tomorrow. Perhaps I'll be much smarter. In a way, my hours are all useless. It can't get much harder. Instead, I walk around with a dumb aroma and a sign on my back that says, "Save my sorry ass." I can't shake this dumb aroma. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. Nothing, keep me up now. Nothing, keep me up now. Maybe I'll stop right now while the aroma isn't so strong. I'll just throw in the towel. Won't tell you what I'll do. But instead I walk around with a dumb aroma and a sign on my back that says, "Save my sorry ass." I can't shake this dumb aroma. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. And I just want to tell you I'm not through. And I just need to tell you I'll be okay.
So maybe I'm just slow for not making this connection earlier, but the first lines of this song make this whole situation so much cooler. You know?
You're actually, I didn't pick up on that. I think you're right.
It really makes this great. Maybe I'll just come back tomorrow, or 20 years from when you wrote this. Maybe you'll be much smarter, which I'm sure you are, and that just makes this whole thing tie together in a really great way.
That's a good point.
Not to mention how much I like this version. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
And they both are. It's like cool to hear the difference. And I don't know what we're going to do to release this, because I feel like
you have to hear version 1, right?
You have to have the 2020.
I absolutely wanted to do that. Was the whole purpose. That's why I picked this song. I was like, I think I could do something completely different with this now.
This is so much different than a demo version in a
it is because it's two half
it's fucking frustrating is what it is, because they're both great in their own rights. I remember the first time I heard this, I was like giggling just how nostalgic it was.
Yeah.
And then I was over at your place. We were working on some stuff last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and I heard the new vocals, and I kind of missed the staccato.
Yeah,
right. I remember you said that to me.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't.
I still kind of do, but I love the new version of the vocals too, and that's why it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
It's young Brad and mature Brad, and lessons learned, and I think they do need to both have their vocal style, because the first one sounds so frustrated and so pent up. The part I struggle with on the new version is the outro, because I think you let down the listener too easily, if that makes any sense. So you still have a little bit of angst in this song. It's wiser angst, for lack of a better term. It's more measured, but I still kind of want that really quick ending of the song. I still don't think the song
You
needs
mean
an
vocally?
outro. No, musically.
So
Musically.
I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, because I really love the callback on the outro of that hi-hat, which is like so vintage.
Oh, the hi-hats.
Brad's
Good.
like beats from back in the day. It's a callback to that drum machine that you used to use all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That just driving. Most people probably wouldn't pick up on that, but I'm really familiar with your back catalog, so I really appreciated that. I don't know if it was intentional.
I mapped out those drums specifically the exact same way, which was the longest part. Like, Patrick heard that little bit, and there wasn't a lot there. I think I just had the first verse, and it sat there like that up until this morning.
But I also really loved those guitars in the outro. Like, I even gave Brad a look. Like, they came like the dueling octave.
I've been playing with the harmony guitars a ton lately.
Yeah.
And I love it.
So, I don't know.
I also really like the new backing vocals.
Yeah.
Just the
harmonies
the
that are
brief
going
little
on.
harmonies. Yeah. That, ooh.
And the how they're singing different times.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how you liked those.
I thought it was great.
I'm 100% on board with that.
The which part is it? It's walk around. Instead, I walk around. That part, and then there's a part in the back that's just walk around.
I like.
Wasn't sure if I wasn't sure if I liked those because they
threw me off in a good way.
Okay, good.
That's something new. I don't think you've done a whole lot before.
No, and like I said, I added those like later today, and I was like, I don't know if I like those, and then I added a keyboard part with them, and I was like, I kind of like that, so I left it in. I figured we could always take it out.
I like it. What's the? Isn't there a term for songs when you start a song and then somebody starts a measure later and then it keeps building?
I don't
like
know,
that?
Mr. Berkeley. Tell us.
Well, I'll have to do some research on that.
Consult a textbook, maybe.
Maybe consult somebody with a degree in music.
Is it a round? No, that's like separate. Right.
That might be something like that.
I think it might be a round. No, Berkeley. Pointing at me.
Music
theory was not my strongest subject.
The only thing that hangs me up, which we can fight about this all day.
Well, what is it about
it goes on too long and it quiets too quickly. I feel like this is a type of song that needs a sudden ending. It needs to end on
see, I have a note here that says fade out's really nice.
Yeah. I liked the idea of just visually in my head it's
Now
like,
you're walking off into the
Yeah,
sunset.
you're just dealing with
yeah, exactly. Well, you're dropping
let it go.
you're dropping your shit. You're taking your backpack off, right?
Taking
Just
deep
keep
breaths.
walking. Yeah.
'Cause you're zen now.
Right, exactly. And then that was the whole point.
Well,
Like
you know
after
what, Brad?
the solo,
You know what? You're wrong.
You wrote it wrong.
Yeah,
dummy.
you wrote it wrong.
Hashtag wrote.
No,
Wrote wrong.
either way, it's a mild nitpick. It's a great song.
Yeah, I love the two versions.
I've listened to this since it's been on the original version, since it's been shared. I've listened to it quite a few times.
Have you?
Yeah.
It was weird for me because I thought it was going to be really simple to recreate because it was not a lot. It was a 4-track. Wasn't a lot of parts. Took me like 2 hours to figure out how to play the fucking guitar part.
I'm sorry, now I'm laughing because before we started recording, we were making fun of artists who went back and re-recorded songs and then put the date on it. And now I'm thinking like, well, is that what we're going to have to
How
do?
are we going to differentiate it?
It's going to be Dumb Aroma 20.
Right. It's Wind
Because
Beneath My Wings 97.
We always put the before and after versions on our website, which obviously we'll do with this song, but I think this one also needs to go out in 2 versions to the world. And
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know.
here's how we're doing it, so that's funny that we were just talking
dumber
about that.
aroma?
Yeah.
Dumb and dumberer?
Dumb Aroma.
Dumberer aroma? What was the other one? Stupid smells. That's what
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like
Stupid smells cut.
that. Part 2.
Damn
But
it.
what was I
It's
saying?
good.
I was saying I was thinking it was going to be really simple to do.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when I got into it, I was like, what am I doing? Am I trying to create? Because I physically made a choice to not exactly recreate the
Yeah.
other version. Because I had a line before the shit you heard that was sung the same way. It was aggressive. And it was like, I was like, no, it's not where I'm at right now. It's a different look at it.
I love that aspect of it. Like when you wrote the song originally, you would never have asked questions about what you were writing.
No.
You just
Yeah.
lay it down
I
and call it
didn't.
good.
This song, I don't even know that I wrote lyrics down.
Right.
I was just singing.
Yeah.
And then like once I had it, they were out. I think I just sang them again. I don't know that I ever, because I still have the shit from this time, believe it or not. I can't save hard drives, but like a journal, I got it. Like
So,
it's in there.
Having done this, does this make you want to do the same thing with any other songs?
I'm gonna dive into that a little bit to
I
see.
mean, this one is it's unique because you talk about the exact thing you're doing is what the song's about.
Right.
Coming back and looking.
Which
looking
originally,
back.
it was written sort of in sarcasm. You know,
Yeah.
it was a day to day.
Well, you were stupid.
Well, it was a
As a kid.
but
you
yeah.
know?
It was, what do you mean was stupid? But it was like a screw it.
Right.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow and maybe I'll leave a different impression.
Mhm.
Right? There's a reset button that I can hit, and tomorrow is what it does.
Yeah.
And so it is kind of
I
funny
like
that we hit a reset button. with the
19-year-old
song.
your 19-year-old self viewed hindsight as the next day.
Right.
Right.
Whereas
Well,
now
just the
it's-
future. No, the future was the next day.
Right, yeah.
What I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to is in 20 more years when Brad realizes it doesn't need the outro.
We do it again.
Or if I rewrite it and it's all outro. It's just fucking 5 minutes of the end. And I'm like, oh yeah, Patrick, you fucking no way were you right. This is the hit.
I want to mix it as is.
Yeah.
We can deal with that. I mean, I could do 2 versions. I could do one with the end that stops and one that goes.
No, I
think-
don't think you need to do one that stops. It's Brad's song, and I think you've defended your position, sir.
Instrumentation wise,
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys think it's there?
I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Because like I said,
How many times do I have to tell you I fucking like
No,
the
but I
song?
mean,
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
the only
have-
reason
I
I,
have one
ask
note.
you is because, like I said, it was rushed. And then I had this fucking guy telling me he's going to be there at noon. I'm like, I literally have like 6 hours into the thing.
I have a note here for the line down here at the bottom. I just want to tell you I'm not going through. I just need to tell you I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
That part, I think it needs something there.
Yeah, okay.
It sounded a little empty to me in that spot.
I actually, sorry, I had a note there too. It says this slows the song a bit.
Yeah, and I was
so that
I-
needs work.
and I thought about getting rid of that part, but I was like, well, it was in there. I'll just put it back in.
Yeah, the
But
song.
maybe
So
there's-
that's the part you were going to get rid of, not the outro.
No, the outro's
that
gold.
fucking part.
The outro's gold.
Could you turn that part into more outro?
Right. Yeah. Maybe what we'll do, Wade, is you can just cut and paste the outro, and we'll just put it right there.
Double.
I think it'll work. Yeah, then double
I'm
it.
going to get a phone call at fucking 3
Yeah.
a.m. It's going to be Brad playing
Right.
the outro into my phone.
Right. So instead of Dumb Aroma 2020, we'll just do Dumb Aroma parentheses mostly outro.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We should also write a screenplay based on the outro
Right.
and turn it into a feature film.
Right. Somebody, this will end up
8-part miniseries on
part
HBO.
of all songs, right? We got a catalog that's getting deep. This will be the one that has the outro on the commercial somewhere. You can see. Like get a Coca-Cola, and it'll be like.
So during the mixing process, I could probably figure out something for that part, or if you want to take it and work on it more and then give it to me before we...
Give me a minute. Give me a week with
Do
it.
you have this on a cassette tape? The original
I
version?
do. Yeah, I probably do.
That's interesting, because we could also mix that version.
There's 4 knobs. No, we could.
I don't know.
We could.
we could turn one of those now.
Well, it might be really fun.
Well, like you notice, like in the beginning of that first version where there's like panning
Yeah.
going on. It's all manual shit.
This is what I'm getting at, is it could be fun to leave it in the tape and mix it with the outboard gear going on. I don't know.
I know I have it. I'm 99% sure I have the tape. Like I said, tapes and journals and all that shit you can physically see, I could keep. Hard drive shit you can't see, it goes away.
Cool. So,
but yeah, it was at Tascam. What was the 4-track Tascam things that they had forever? It had a name.
Porta Studio.
Yeah, Porta Studio. Yep.
Yeah,
what it
they're
was.
like really expensive now to buy one used.
Really?
Hundreds of dollars. Yeah.
I think I got that and that DR5 for $150 for my sister's ex-boyfriend.
So we're always
with
on,
tapes.
We're always on reverb.com looking at gear. Those Porta Studio 4-tracks are like $400.
Really?
Yes, for the old tape cassette thing.
Damn.
Sitting on a gold mine.
You are.
Did I say gold mined?
You might have.
Gold mine.
I also noticed that when you said you lose things that you can't see, you looked me square in the eye like our friendship was on the line after this. That hurt.
Well, I can't see outros, so that's staying. Wait, no, that means it's got to go. Shit.
Okay, well.
Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
Are you okay, Patrick?
What's going on?
I don't know.
I got a mouthful of fucking water. There's all this gear.
I can find it on Reverb.
All right, we better get in the time machine. We'll see you BSers here in a minute. Set course. To the future! 5, 4.
You didn't say 2 or 1.
You don't say a 2 or 1.
Oh.
Welcome back, BSers. We are here again doing a remote recording for the revisit of Dumb Aroma, Brad's song. Dumb Aroma. A dumb intro.
Yeah, dumb intro.
So basically this one was good to go, good to mix, so I got a hold of it and I didn't really change anything. I just mixed it and I actually am really pleased with how this turned out. I haven't listened to it since I mixed it, which has been maybe a couple weeks now. But after I did the initial mix, I sent it to Brad and Brad gave me a little feedback and I tweaked it a little more. And that's what you're going to hear here.
When this one's over today, I won't just be breathing into the microphone like an idiot. I have something to say.
Very soon.
Yeah. Okay. Brad's had time to process.
It won't just be me going.
Well,
Patrick, what do you think?
I'm confused.
Let's roll commercial.
TeacherButts.com presents Belonging Song. We got redhead butts. We got brunette butts. We got English teacher butts. We got PE Teacher Butts. TeacherButts.com.
Kindergarten butts.
The teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of good things to say about this mix.
Patrick, you want to say anything about this before we listen to it again? This was a really cool process, taking this old song.
I love the story arc of this song. Just Brad at 20, whatever you were, if that.
Maybe
And
19.
Yeah, 19. And then where you're at now, I like that you took the time to tell two different stories. That's really all I have to say. I think I said it all for the revisit, but I'm super excited to hear the mix because I do like this song. I really like both versions of it. So
I had a good time mixing this because I really love this new version and it was fun to mix. So you want to just jump in and listen?
Yeah, let's do that.
I really want to hear this.
All right, let's do it.
Maybe I'll just come back tomorrow. Perhaps I'll be much smarter. In a way my hours are all useless. It can't get much harder. Instead I walk around with a dumb roll and a sign on my back that says save my sorry ass. I can't shake this dumb roll. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now. Maybe I'll just stop right now while the aroma isn't so strong. I'll just throw in the towel. I won't tell you what I'll do. But instead I walk around with a dumb roll and a sign on my back that says save my sorry ass. I can't shake this dumb roll. It's like a brand new color. That's what I am. And I just want to tell you I'm not through. And I just need to tell you I'll be okay. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now. Nothing, nothing, keep me up now.
All right. Everybody's listened. That's Patrick. You excited, little buddy?
Yeah, I like it.
Tell us why.
I don't know if it's new mix, but one thing I really noticed that stuck out to me with this mix is coming out of the solo, you've got a clean tone and those single notes with what sounds like maybe just a touch of Tomb Screamer or a touch of overdrive. And I love that transition.
That's actually one of my notes, and this is going to be kind of funny because I really like the way the song resets after the solo before it goes into that outro solo. And if you'll recall, that's kind of something I complained about on your Leaving Home song, that I didn't like the reset after that solo. But in this song, I really do like it, and I think it works really well.
I'll take credit for inspiring that.
So yeah, I'll take credit for the mix, and you take credit for that, Brad.
I'm just gonna go
Whatever,
home,
man.
I guess. Yeah.
We're already all at home.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
Brad,
gonna
just
go to
drop
bed.
off your songs on the porch. We're fine without you.
No, I actually love that reset too. And that clean guitar, that was actually one of the things, Patrick, that Wade had brought up in his mix. Earlier on, it happens before the solo, and it was a little bit loud. And that was the one note I gave him, was that maybe just bump that down a skosh, because it
During
was
the first verse.
Yeah, it was accenting in the wrong part. It was mainly, I added it to the part before the solo to connect it to the part after.
Yeah.
So it was, I didn't want it to come in too early. And so it worked out really good.
I did use it in that first verse to balance out some of the synths that you had in. So if you'll notice, I hashtag
It's to
pan
the
jobbed
left. Yeah.
the synths
I did,
over to the right,
notice
and then
that.
balanced them with that guitar over, which is why, I might have had a little loud once you gave me that mix note, and I went back in. I was like, okay, I can bring that down a little bit.
And it works really good though, I think, with that synth. And I did notice that pan job. It was a very nice pan job.
Yeah, it's a perfect pan job. Beautiful pan job.
Thanks.
One of the finest pan jobs on the song.
Ooh, yeah.
No, not many people know this, but that pan job was just excellent, just beautiful.
Right, it's a beautiful pan job. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I do great pan jobs.
Here on Belonging Sons, we do have the best pan jobs.
We do.
They're the biggest
beautiful
pan
pan
jobs.
jobs.
They're the most beautiful, and they're probably the best ever.
Anyone who wants a pan job can get a pan job.
Right.
The only other note I have from this, and it's a super minor thing, is the one instance of, well, the aroma is so strong still bugs me a little bit. Just throwing that lyric in again, the word aroma, because nobody really uses it to talk normal.
Yeah. But maybe I'll just stop right now while the aroma isn't so strong.
Yeah, it just
What am I
gets a
gonna
little.
do? What
it's
am
a
I gonna
little-
say? Smell?
Yeah, it's
These-
a little redundant for me.
Do you want me to go in there and go?
I said it was a little thing. I said it was minor.
odor, stench. What am I doing?
Comments.
No,
that make
I
Brad
agree.
write this song.
Bro, I can't. I was 19, Wade. What the fuck do you want from me?
I really love the contrast of the two versions. I think it's great, and I love the arc.
Yeah, and I was actually extremely happy. It makes me almost to bounce back to a few episodes ago with Georgia Tape songs.
Mm-hmm.
It almost inspires me to go and try it some more. But you don't.
I would love for you to do that.
I know, but I don't want to eat too much of the same cereal. I want to figure that out. So I'm going to take that slow, but I think I might do that just because one thing that I like about this song that didn't exist in the other one is the bass.
Mm-hmm.
I really like where the bass landed on it.
I can't remember. Did the original had bass, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
I don't know. It might have, but it didn't. Definitely wasn't the bass line. Same bass line.
What we're definitely not going to do right now is take the time to go back and find out.
No, fuck no. This day and age. Are you kidding me?
I don't have time.
I mean, let's be honest. Back then, you probably didn't really put a ton of thought into that song.
I probably did.
Probably didn't take it very seriously.
Zero respect. I probably played the bass on the guitar, and that was it. So yeah,
You may not have even had a bass back then. Did you have it?
Imagine how many fucks I give right now. Just subtract 20 years worth of fucks. That's how many I had back then.
Did we miss putting a picture of Curtis up for an episode, or did that,
I think
because it's so out of order, it hasn't happened yet?
I don't know. That might be the final. That might be the finale that we talk about that in.
You know what? I guess while we're talking basses, one thing this song could probably use a little more sparkly
bass. Yeah, hashtag sparkly bass.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if that's happened yet either.
I don't know either.
Time Machine's still fucked. Well, Dave hasn't done shit to it.
You can get a flux capacitor on O'Reilly's.com.
Yeah, but his scooter's broken too, so he can't even get up there.
God damn it.
Not a sponsor.
And I don't think his scooter's broken. I just think he doesn't like that the basket in front is like messed up.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm really happy with the way this song came out when it got all done, and I really like the mix on it.
I'm very happy with the mix.
It was really subtle things that you did to it also, but the little things changed so much, how the song sounds as a whole.
Yeah.
I just really like that so much.
So I mixed this song, Anchor and Wheel, and Good to Be Good in the same block of a few days. But I think I'm most happy with how this one turned out.
It wasn't like a big redo. It wasn't like a gut. It was just like a really clean up, and like, I'd be really interested to like come over one day and look at it and just see what you did to it, because I'm trying to get better at that. And hopefully I gave it to you in a little bit better shape, but I don't think I did with this one. I think it was a little bit rough because it was rushed.
The mix definitely adds to the energy of the song.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, those choruses really come in.
Really crisp. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the context of it being a really nice day out and sunny, but this reminds me of a summer rock song, like windows down, driving around.
But then you'll smell the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the aroma?
Yeah. The stupid smells. So cool. Well, I'm excited to see if you're going to pick any of those Georgia Tapes songs to redo, because I think that would be a cool thing too.
There right now, which one would you like to see the most?
The one that I think could use the update most maybe is Lemons, because that has the vocals that are really panned out, and that's a little distracting. Yeah. But really any of them. I love all of those songs. I think, like I said on that show, 86 would be great to turn into like a pop song. And I think it would be super effective.
Yeah.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll save that for like a writer's block day.
There you go.
And if I can't write something, I might start those and just see where they go. If they don't go anywhere, if I'm not,
what I'd like to see,
I will tell you that just burn it.
I'd like to see the juxtaposition of you locked up in a cabin in Georgia for 10 months versus
can we at least send you back to Georgia?
You locked up in your house for 10 months.
No, we send them away again.
That is a very similar condition that we're in now.
Send you to Abu Dhabi with Nermal.
It was funny.
That was a Garfield joke.
Well, we got it. That's something we didn't mention on that episode, of how everybody kind of is going through this, period of solitude right now. And it was kind of but it was a good, what am I trying to say here?
I don't know. It ties the room together. Yeah. It's like a nice rug.
Was done kind of like that. I'll cut that fucking section out.
No.
Sure. Right. I leave that shit in when you guys do it, but when I do it, I cut it right out.
Yeah, I've noticed some selective editing.
Yeah, the host always sounds smartest.
Yeah, the host sounds erudite.
I'll cut that out, that big word of yours.
Brad and I just sit there with our chins on our lap. Mouth breathing.
Yep, scratching our balls.
So, Dumb Aroma, I say we're done with this one.
Oh, yeah, she done. And I want to hear this played.
That's the one to put up.
I want to hear this played live.
So, Brad, you just mentioned that's the one to put up. You mean like when we distribute this on the internet, you think you just want to use this one?
I think that's the Spotify version.
And then we'll put both of them on our website.
Yeah.
Which is, anybody know?
Belonginsongs.com, I think. Does that sound right?
Yeah. You want to give everybody the passwords so they can edit the site themselves?
give them my Hulu passwords so they can watch Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
You know what? Fuck it. Do what you want. Take the passwords. Do what you want.
You guys take our social media. Maybe you can do a better job.
I'm sure somebody could.
Yeah, that's right.
We did hit a record high Instagram followers this week, but then we went down 1 again. So
1,000. We're at 999.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, that concludes
Yeah.
this episode. I think
112.
Apparently,
We're
I
at
mean-
one.
we were at 113 yesterday, though.
Yeah, but
Well,
that guy,
yeah,
that guy wasn't serious.
It's a roller coaster ride with that
It
fucking
really is.
Instagram. I tell you that right now. Love it though. Yeah, look us up there.
Yeah, search Belonging Songs on Instagram. We're trying to post, pretty regularly there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could send us a... Jesus Christ. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn the
Jesus.
podcast off and then turn it back on again, see if that fixes my shit.
No, don't let Brad do it.
Oh, no, Brad, don't touch it. We'll end up in episode 6.
Brad, don't touch the podcast. That's how all this timeline got fucked up in the first place.
But seriously, thank you so much for listening.
Oh, God. They're going to be beating down the doors with listens.
Let's try this again. I'm getting really good at editing, though.
At least you're doing it to yourself today.
Right. Oh, boy. Yes, thank you for listening. I can't get through it now. So, BSers, thank you so much for listening. Yeah, I can't get past that point. Might do a copy and paste from a different episode.
Yeah, it's good. Boom, done. Next.